got into Philly on Thursday night. Had the really big shoe there on Friday. So I was like, all right, let me go out and get a cheesesteak. And it was really late, and I didn't have a car, and I just said, fuck it. I said to the guys downstairs, I go, all right, where's the closest place to get a good one? And they kind of made a face. All right, go down the corner. So I went to this place, Kavanaugh's. It's a sports bar. One of the coolest thing I saw, they had the fucking Phillies 1980 World Series banner in there, which was cool. And I went in, I got it with the tater tots, and I got to tell you, it was pretty fucking tasty. Pretty goddamn tasty. Straight across the board, I give the fucking cheesesteak at Kavanaugh's the fucking thumbs up. Right? So then the next day, right, we got the show. So I'm walking around, I'm doing what I always do when I go to Philly, right? Fucking checking out the downtown area, and I always end up over at Mitchell and Ness just to see what the fuck they have. And I bought my godson something. And what else did I do? I just walked around. I enjoy the goddamn city. I don't do the touristy shit. I meant to check out the Joe Frazier fucking statue, but I didn't have time. So anyways, we got to go do the fucking show, right? It's at the Wells Fargo Arena. Speaking of the Flyers and the fucking 76ers and all that shit. So me, Verzi, and Joe Matarese are on the show. Matarese is from Philly. So we're driving over there. I'm using the fucking, I finally changed in the phone. I changed it to a guy's voice. So at least it's a guy telling me what to do. As opposed to that fucking broad nagging me the whole way, right? Causing my balls to pull up into me, right? So I fucking, we're driving over there. And of course we get lost. Trying to find a fucking arena. And I literally see, it says parking for event, but the fucking computer cunt didn't tell me to turn, or my thumb grazed against something and just shut the fucking thing off, so I went right by it. And when you miss the Wells Fargo Center, headed south, you end up in the fucking swamp. So it ended up being like a half-hour mistake, because it was like 15 minutes to get all the way over the fucking thing. And then we didn't know how to get in there. We went into the wrong fucking gate. So we pull in, they're charging us for parking. And I'm going, no, we're the guys doing the show. I'm Bill Burr, that's Joe Matarese, that's Paul Verzi. So the lady's like, hang on a second. She's like, yeah, he said he's Paul Burr. So we're laughing our asses off, going, I swear to God, we're them. And they go, well, tell us a joke. And I was like, I don't have any fucking jokes. The three comedians, we can't find a fucking arena. Is that funny enough? And they go, all right, go down there to gate E. And we just keep running into security guards, and we just keep going, yeah, we're the guys from the show. And they would just go, oh, all right, go down that way. So then we just started laughing, going, dude, I'm going to pull up to arena and be like, yeah, I'm Willie Nelson. Yeah, man, I'm a little late. Where do I go? I couldn't get away with Willie Nelson. He's too famous. But I'm telling you, this is how it works. Okay? You need somebody black and somebody white in your car, and I guarantee you could sneak into any fucking arena when there's a concert. All right? This is all you got to do. All right? Have a black and a white person in there just in case you get into the wrong line. Then what you do is you try to peek ahead to see what color the person is in the parking booth. If they're white, you have the black guy talk, right? The black guy says, I'm fucking, oh, wait, you got to start with the artist first. All right? So say, what are the kids listening to these days, huh? A$AP Rocky, right? Say he's got a fucking show. What you got to do is you got to have your black friend, or you got to get a black friend, or just hire a black guy. You have him say, you pull up to the wrong fucking gate, the regular person gate. You make sure you get in line with the fucking white person, right? In the booth, and all you black guys got to say is, yeah, I'm him. And I'm late, man. Where do I go? Where do I go? And I'm telling you, that guy will fucking wave you in. At least you won't have to pay for parking. I don't know if it fucking works. And then if it's a fucking country show, your black friend's not going. So who gives a shit? You only need white people anyways. Whatever. I'm convinced. Oh, fuck me. Hang on a second. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so your black friend's not going to want to go to the country show. All I'm saying is if you fucking pull up. No, wait a minute. They probably know it all. This is me being an egomaniac. This is what this is. They didn't know who I am, so then they're not going to know who fucking Travis Tritt is. What an arrogant, freckled cunt. I apologize. I apologize not only for this thing being late, but having my ego go off the fucking rails that soon in this podcast. Right? It's fucking unbelievable. It usually takes me at least 15 minutes in before the ego starts coming out. Oh, it reared its fucking red head early, didn't it? So anyways, we were fucking driving around that parking lot for like 20 minutes. And I'm talking to the guy in the fucking arena. And he's going, where are you? I'm like, oh, well, I'm in the fucking parking lot. We're in E. And he goes, all right, did you go into the tunnel? And I'm like, no, I went over a bridge. Well, bring it around the fucking thing. It took us like for fucking ever. And then we got in there. And we got to go into the venue before the crowd got in there. Got to see they got the boards, with the fucking, for the Flyers play and all that shit. I saw the 76ers 83 championship banner, the team that I would put up against the 96 Bulls. And I say it goes 7 games. I got to be honest with you, man. I'm done with cigars, man. I smoked my last one in Philly and I didn't even want to smoke it. I just did it because we were with a bunch of people and they wanted to head over there. But I didn't even tell you about the show. So Verzi goes up to open it, fucking crushes, and which made me feel really good, obviously because the last time I did a really big show out there, things were a little more aggressive, so to speak, and I had a lot of interviewers asking me about it because I wasn't even thinking about it because I've been back to Philly like 6 fucking times and I never had a problem. But they just kept, well, this is a big show, so do you think this one? Huh? Do you think they're going to treat you like an asshole? As they say in Philly, asshole. And then Joe Matarese went up. By the way, who I hadn't seen, he's a guy I started out with when I first came to New York. He moved to New York right around the time that I did. Came up from Philly, and I came down from Boston. And, he's even funny that I remembered. He absolutely fucking destroyed, did it dead on. Was it Harry Callis? Am I saying his name right? Sounded exactly like him. Now, Philly people know him as the voice of the Phillies. I knew him from NFL Films, taking over for the voice of God. And he absolutely murdered. And I highly recommend you check that guy out if you get a chance. And you can follow him on Twitter at The Joe Matarese, Matarese, The Joe Matarese. I believe he's got a special or something like that coming out. He was fucking hilarious. And then when we were driving away, he was doing a dead-on Tony Soprano. Fucking dead-on. It was unreal. So we had a great time, and then we ended up going out and we smoked some cigars. I was a good boy. I had 1 glass of bourbon. That was it. I smoked a cigar, and me and Verzi were at each other's throats, fucking arguing sports. And then when we left, we got cheesesteak number 2. Number 2. And where did we go? We went to something like Mike's Princess Steaks or something like that. I can't even remember. I don't remember the name of it. But that one, I thought the bread was good. I thought everything was good, but the steak. I thought the steak wasn't as high a quality as what I had at Kavanaugh's. And I'm not even talking about... Was it Pat's and Geno's? I've been to those fucking things. I'm trying to go to the satellite ones. I didn't even get to the ones. That roast beef one was closed by 7, so I never made it to that one. But I still had a good time. But Jesus Christ, what a fucking shit show. If you want to see a shit show, get a fucking cheesesteak at 2 a.m. in Philadelphia on a Friday night. Good Lord. People just swaying in the fucking breeze. Right? And then the people I walked in with, they were fucking hammered too. I wasn't. I'm fucking sober, right? Go walking in. Matarese goes like way too loud, like drunk voice. He goes, yep, every fucking loser in Philly out here to get a cheesesteak. And I was like, Joe, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And then first he goes, Jesus Christ. He goes, look at the haircut on that fucking animal over there. Way too loud. Way too fucking loud. I'm going, Paul, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. So I was that guy. I was basically not even designated driver, like a designated walker. And everybody in there, I swear to God, was swaying. They were so drunk. Like 90% of the people in there was swaying. I felt like I was on a fucking ship and I was some salty dog who had his sea legs and everybody else was just sort of fucking floating around. So anyways, we get the cheesesteaks. I fuck up the order. The guy's all impatient with me, and I was going to be, oh, you're doing that Philly thing where you get all fucking impatient because I don't know how to go, yeah, give me 2 wit, give me a whiz wit, no whiz not, you know? So I got that little experience, and then as we were eating, we were finishing up right at the exact right time. Like the white dude with all black friends came walking in, and he was trying to, you know, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was unbelievably loud. He was being fucking rude. And he was going to get all of his friends into a fight. When we fucking left, I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And I don't know. I had a great time. I actually also ate a really good breakfast place. Little Pete's, I think it was called. Greasy Spoon. I fucking loved it. And the lady behind the counter who works the day shift is a fucking riot. I was sitting there. She got me my drink order, and she goes, "You ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "What do you got?" And I just laughed. I go, "Let me get 2 eggs." Fucking, what do you got? What do you got? I don't know. Hunger pains. So anyway, so we had a great time there, and as I said, I can't recommend going out to see Joe Matarese enough, man. Like, he fucking blew me away. Verzi, of course, was great as always, but I always like throwing out new names on the podcast, people you could check out. The Joe Matarese on Twitter. Oh, it's so funny. I talked about trying to get into the Wells Fargo Center. I didn't even talk about the show. So I actually got to do a show at that arena, and Paul and Joe did great, and I walked out, and the crowd was nice. It was so funny, man. Philly's like, I was joking with Verzi, like, Philly's like the only city that you go to where you need a game plan. Like, okay, if this happens, I'm going to do this, or be ready to do this, blah, 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 whatever. But the crowd couldn't have been any better, and everybody who worked there was fucking cool as shit.